Welcome to Journeys for Change podcast. My name is Anne, and together we will explore the diverse dimensions of sustainability, uncovering innovative ideas, untold stories, and practical strategies that empower us to create a positive impact for tomorrow. From my own lived experiences to those of my guests, we will navigate challenges, explore opportunities, seek solutions, and bridge the gap for a truly sustainable future, which is inclusive and equitable for all. On every episode, I hope to create a platform for meaningful conversations that empower individuals like you and me to make informed choices and contribute to a better world. So join us on this enlightening adventure as we explore the power of sustainable living, innovation, and impact. For those joining us live and those who will catch us later on video or audio, you're most welcome. And let's share this space and contribute as much as we can. This first episode coincides with Mother's Day in Kenya, where I grew up. And so I wanted to dedicate this episode not just to my own mother, but to other mothers across Kenya and Africa for their role in securing food systems across the continent. We will anchor this conversation on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 2, which is zero hunger, which is geared towards achieving food security, improved nutrition, and a sustainable agriculture. I will share my own experience growing up in a farm in rural Kenya and talk about the impact of mothers in food systems across the continent. Mothers play a very vital role in food systems across Africa, and you will find that oftentimes they are the primary caregivers and are responsible for feeding their families, for ensuring nutritional well-being and food security. So from growing food to preparing meals, mothers are involved in every step of the process. They also possess invaluable traditional knowledge of local crops, food preservations, techniques, recipes, which were passed on by their own parents and they are now passing on to their children. Personally, I learned a lot from my own mother, such that if you put me on a farm today, I know exactly what to do in terms of preparing the land for production, selecting seeds for planting, soil fertility, moisture retention in the soil, water harvesting, and even distribution of the produce. And this is just a small part of the wealth of knowledge that was passed down to me and to every other girl or child in within my neighborhood. So, looking at all this, one would certainly ask how the role of mothers in food systems has impacted communities, and I will say that this impact is multifaceted. First, mothers contribute significantly to food production by cultivating small-scale farms, especially in rural areas. These micro-agricultural activities provide both sustenance for their families and also generate income through surplus sales. So this brings about some level of purchasing power, which promotes trading and exchange of goods with each other, and this directly contributes to the larger economy. You will find that there are very vibrant green produce markets, and these are very healthy foods, largely produced organically. And additionally, the intergenerational transfer of knowledge helps preserve cultural heritage, promotes resilience in the face of environmental challenges. So there is a lot of effort that goes to ensure that all these parts of a community are working, which is a very impactful process and contribution to their homesteads. Looking at the challenges that mothers face in this effort, there is access to resources such as land, credit, and agricultural inputs, which limits their ability to expand capacity. You'll find that gender inequalities persist, which hinders their ability to fully participate in decision-making processes related to agriculture, and even the money that they generate, sometimes they're not able to make decisions about it. They also lack education and training opportunities. There's the impacts of climate change, such as, the erratic weather patterns and natural disasters. All these disproportionately affect women and compound their challenges within the food system. So if these challenges go unsolved, then the well-intended SDG 2, which is zero hunger, becomes almost impossible to achieve. The question then is how we can support and empower mothers in their role within the food systems and how individuals and communities can contribute. Firstly, there is need to promote gender equality and equity and ensure that women, including mothers, have equal access to resources, credit, and education. There is need for policy interventions and targeted programs, investment drives, and providing training on climate smart agricultural techniques to enhance productivity and resilience. Also, recognizing and valuing the traditional knowledge and skills that mothers possess is also essential. And as we talk of equity and equalities, fathers and men also need to take up these central roles in the food systems to make zero hunger a collective effort. So, as we celebrate Mother's Day today, let's take a moment to honor African mothers who have continued to be the backbone of African food systems. Do join me again as we explore our own experiences and understand our journeys of change.